And on behalf of the Rockefeller Foundation, I want to thank all of you for gracing our invitation today to discuss the pertinent issue of job creation for the youth, for the poor, and the vulnerable within our communities. It's very exciting listening to the presentations today to hear that across the globe, I think we are, maybe because of globalization, and this is something that the Rockefeller Foundation believes in, we are sharing same problems and more or less same solutions. Those of you who are at the conference today heard what the Brazilian government and the mayor of Rio is doing to create employment for the young people from the informal settlements. You also heard what the South African government is doing, a great program to ensure that they create opportunities for the youth in order to cope with what we are feeling is going to be a threat, the youth badge in the developing countries, and particularly in Africa. You can see what it can do, positive things, like we've seen in North Africa, and sometimes not very positive things. Reira, I think, told us about some of the problems that the youth are facing, particularly in East Africa, and like in the case of Kenya in 2008. As if that is not enough, today we heard that the government of Mauritius is thinking about empowering women very explicitly so that they can start participating actively into the economic activities of that country. We were also told that even in communities that has been marginalizing women, the Muslim communities, impact sourcing is a way that can be able to create opportunities for those people to work within the environment that will not violate some of their religious beliefs or thinkings. And this is the kind of thing that the Rockefeller Foundation is very happy to get engaged in. We are engaged in ensuring what we call smart globalization, ensuring that the benefits of globalization are widely shared by people who otherwise would not benefit, the poor and the vulnerable, who cannot probably afford to buy the benefits of globalization because they are poor and they are vulnerable. But at the same time, we do know that globalization has created negative effects. Whether you are talking about epidemics that do not recognize borders because flights are flying from all over the world. All these kind of negative aspects of globalization, climate change, something happening in the US, adversely affecting peasants in the Horn of Africa. The Rockefeller Foundation do believe that it is our role to ensure that we build resilience to those communities, to make them and work to mitigate some of those adverse effects. And PRIDE, which is a poverty reduction for information and digital employment, is something that we passionately feel is the way to go forward. I won't go back to that because I think we spent the whole day discussing that. But I want to talk about two other things so that then we can move on with our program and say how we at times look at challenges without realizing that you can turn those challenges into opportunities. And somebody did say that if you look at the young people, you can look at the potential that those young people possess and what they can be able to do. At the same time, we are realizing that there are all these businesses, the business process outsourcing, opportunities that creating, but we are sometimes unable to connect the challenge with the opportunity. And for us at the Rockefeller Foundation, that is what we are good at, trying to identify how we can approach an old problem with a new solution. Because old problems will not be tackled by old solutions. If they were, then there will not be problems today. This initiative that we were talking today will go towards tackling some of the problems that are making people who are sleeping today in Durban have sleepless nights, to talk about how the world is going to agree on what to do post-Kyoto, on what to do to reduce emission, on what to do to build resilience to communities in Horn of Africa who did not contribute towards carbon emission into the environment, but today are adversely affected. I want to invite you today to enjoy this dinner because we've done a great job. At the end of the day, obviously, we have to relax and enjoy ourselves, and that's exactly what we want to do today. Before that, we'd want to pause and share some of the experiences. As we had today, there are people within us who have benefited and their lives have changed. And I think it's our moment to see and to hear that. Before then, we can move to the next part of the program. Thank you very much.